Hi, I'm Scott Sackett. I'm going to show you how to draw Spider-Man. Drawing is a skill that takes a lot of practice, but sometimes there are tricks and to drawing certain characters, be it cartoon characters or comic book characters. And so I'm going to show you how to draw Spider-Man, and I'm going to do it quickly so that you can pick it up pretty quick. Let me zoom in just a little bit here. Okay. So first off, you want to start with a circle. So draw a circle lightly. And I just have a regular number 2 pencil here. Draw lightly and draw a circle. Okay, now Spider-Man, this is Spider-Man's head. He's got a jaw, so we're going to take that and we're going to make it kind of like an egg and try and keep it symmetrical. That is, keep it the same on both sides. So you have a shape that looks about like this. And don't be worried. Draw light and kind of build up. Oops. If you get off a little bit, it's okay. Okay, so now what you want to do lightly, you want to do a line up the center. So lightly, we're going to do a line up the center. And if you're not sure, you can measure it. Put your finger on your pencil. Look there, that's in the center. So you're doing a line in the center. Do the same thing for the cross. Do a horizontal line. So line's not perfectly straight, but these are just guidelines. So you got that. Now what you want to do is you want to put, this is where his web comes together. And Spider-Man has a little circle in the middle of his web. So you're going to put that on there. Now we want to work on the eyes. So Spider-Man's eyes kind of depends on which era of Spider-Man you're drawing. If you're drawing the classic Spider-Man, his eyes tend to be smaller. In the 90s, his eyes got bigger and bigger and bigger. And Todd McFarlane, the artist on Spider-Man in the 90s, realized that the bigger he made the eyes, the more the fan likes it. So we're going to do big eyes. Now, Spider-Man's eyes, you want to start in the middle, not right on the dot, but pretty close. And again, just kind of come in here and sketch it. Do like a half circle. Then go up here, and then this is going to carry this up, and then this goes up like this. So you kind of got a teardrop shape. It swoops around by the side of his head, comes out here, and then in here it kind of almost does like an S, where it goes up just a little bit, and it's not quite straight. It's got a little bit of that, and then duplicate it over here. And again, go work lightly, and then build it up as you go along. Okay, so that's Spider-Man's eyes. Now, so I would come in and then draw the black part of it. So you can draw it however thick you want it to be. I usually like it something like that, and then we'll kind of shade that in just a little bit. And you can go back in and touch this up after you get it drawn, but you want to start drawing it. You want to get this part down quickly. Okay, so now you can already see it starting to look like Spider-Man. We got his basic head shape here. Okay, so we're going to start his web, and his webs all come together on that circle. So you want to do one here, straight up and down. Now, it doesn't go straight down here. It kind of, and again, it kind of depends on which version of Spider-Man, but the classic one, it doesn't have a lot of web. So you'll do kind of like this. And that's about how far apart you want all the webs. And I would work on one side and then the other. So, for example, we're going to do like here. Now, I'll tell you a secret, as I've drawn a lot of Spider-Man heads for different people over the years. Once you get this done, it almost doesn't matter what you do. If you start at the top, and you can see I'm not quite perfect, and then go down here. Once you get this part, the rest of this you can kind of fake it. So we'll start there and go over there because the eyes hide most of it. What you don't want is you don't want a line coming straight down, and you don't want a line going straight across. If you have it, that's not a big deal. And then you do. So then let's see. Let's clean that up just a little bit. Okay, he's getting there, but he's not quite there. So next we want to draw the lines connecting the web lines. And so a secret I learned that John Byrne talked about was when you're drawing his webbing, you don't want to do this because you don't want it to look like he's padded. So your lines go the opposite. You want them to go like this. In other words, like his head contour. You don't do that. You do that. So it runs counter to his head. You'll see what I'm talking about. So the classic Spider-Man you do that, and then you can, and again, you're kind of just kind of guesstimate because you can't follow it all the way around because of the eyes. And then, you know, come down here and you can do like I mean, again, depending on how, the classic Spider-Man had less webs. Now, some people do, and that's the great thing about drawing Spider-Man is you got a little bit of leeway. If you like, and then there, and you're done. Or if you want to, you can add more lines here, kind of make him a little more, it kind of gives him a different look. The classic one, though, he usually has like 2 or 3 of these, I don't know what you call them, the smaller web lines. See, it's a little more different. But anyway, that's how you draw Spider-Man. If you practice a little bit, you can do them pretty quick. I do a lot of free comic book day sketches and stuff like that, and I always whip out Spider-Man, and people are amazed. But it really is pretty easy to do. I'll tell you another secret. If you want to make him, you can put a little neck on him, and come in here and put some webbing on his neck. And then when I'm doing sketches for people, a lot of times I'll do something like this to indicate his spidey senses, you know. And you can kind of blob that in there, just kind of a, you know, zigzag back and forth, almost like an S, something, you know. And you can kind of be a little expressive about it. That's gotten a little crazy. And then, you know, and then I'll have him have a word balloon saying, you know, I sent something or other. But anyway, that's how you draw Spider-Man. Thank you very much. If you enjoyed this video, please take a second to consider subscribing. If you have any comments below, please leave them. Thank you very much.